today the project's going to be very simple and yet practical. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to turn boxes like these that come in the mail into beautiful gift baskets like this that you could use for any time of year for just to surprise somebody and show them that you care. So stick with me and I'm going to show you a real easy way to do this. Okay, so to begin, what you want to do is once you get your box and you empty it, you want to save the things like this that come inside that hold the product because you're going to use those later for in between your items in your basket. But to start with, what you want to do is cut off all the flaps of your box first. Now once you have all the flaps cut off, what you want to do is get a ruler. And what I did was I measured 2 inches up from the bottom. So I'm going to use my army knife then to go ahead and just start scoring where I marked it. Cut off the whole sides and front. You want to leave the back just for some support for when you put the items in. Now you want to take, what I took in this case is this wood-like tape. I got it from Amazon, and you can use anything you want. You can use like old wallpaper, or you can spray paint it, whatever you want to do to cover your box. But in this case, what I'm using is this self-adhesive wood-like tape because I want it to look like a wooden basket. And so I'm going to go ahead and work my way around this whole box. I've applied all the wood look tape, and I've also taken and inserted one of these duct tape sheets that I got from Amazon. And they're nice because they have grit on the back and you can cut them to size and just pop it right in there. You don't even have to use the adhesive part. And then what you want to do next, or at least what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to take this bling tape that I got from Michael's. It looks like this. Get it in a bin near the front of the store. Anyway, and it's self-adhesive, so I'm going to just go ahead and trim around the edges of the top of this with the bling tape, just to give it a pretty highlight and to cover some of my tape flaws that I made with the wood tape. As you see, I've blinged out the box, so we're ready to start filling it. Now, if you remember in the beginning of the video, I said to save anything that you had like this that were fillers that came in your box originally, and that's where this is going to come in handy, because we're going to put that between the items. Now, as far as the items themselves are concerned, it's going to depend whether you plan on mailing this to someone or if you want to take it and drop it off and surprise them. And so as far as contents, if you're not having it shipped, you can use heavier things like this bottle of rosemary infused olive oil. And by the way, I love this line of stuff. It's called Specially Selected, and I get this at Aldi, and they just have some great olive oils that are flavored, and they have like stuffed olives and figs, you know, spreadable olive, jams, all those sort of things, crackers, and they just make for a really nice gift basket because they all have the same name and pattern and everything, so they look really cute together. But if you're going to mail something, this is kind of heavy to mail, so I would go with like maybe a tea box or something of that nature that's a little bit lighter. Okay, so moving right along, what we want to do is, what you want to do is you want to strategize as to how you want this to look inside your box. So you want to put the heavier, taller things towards the back of the box to start with, and then the smaller things towards the front. And what I do is I take transparent tape like this and I adhere it to the surrounding items so that they don't shift around, and also to the things I put in between to cushion them, like this particular thing here. So one more thing I should mention is I think every basket should have some form of chocolate. So in this one I'm going to put the chocolate cookies. I was going to put these, but they didn't quite make it. And yeah, I love the person I'm giving this to, but apparently not enough to give them those chocolates, but they are delicious. All right, so anyway, moving right along, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to arrange these, and I'll be back to show you how to fill it in. So I've placed the items how I think I want them to look whenever it's actually put together. And so once you have a general idea how you want them to go, you want to start filling in between the items with your filler that you've saved, and then taping the items to each other in place so that they don't shift around in the basket. And to do that, you could either use the transparent tape like I showed here, or these baskets, not baskets, they're the clear wrap you put over the basket, but they're nice. You get these at Dollar General, And they have these glue dots that come inside the pouch so that you can use those to hold the items to each other. They also have a bow, and so and tags. This bag here includes 2 clear bags, so you can make 2 baskets with this, 2 bows, 2 tags, and then the glue dots. So I love these. They're $3, so it's not bad, $1.50 for all that each for a basket. All right, so moving right along, I'll show you how to do this after we get this stuffed. Place everything and taped it, and I've stuffed in between with some of the filler. And now I'm going to decorate it a little more by putting some of this ivy in between it. And also, I'm going to add a little bit of bling to some of these boxes just to make it pop a little through the basket. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to put it on yet, but I did that with my other one, and it came out kind of nice. So I'm going to do that again. And then when I'm done doing this, I'm going to show you how to put the bag over the whole thing. Okay, so I had put the ivy in between, and I put a little bling on some of the things just to make it pop a little bit. And now we're going to take this clear cellophane bag kit, and we're going to put this thing together. Now I'm going to slide, this opens up, and now it's going to be too big for the box that I have. So when I'm done, I'm going to slip it in, and when I'm done, I'm just tape it to the back so that you don't see the excess on the sides. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so I have it in the bag, and as I said, it's a little big, so after I gather the top, and this kit also comes with a rubber band in it, and you can put the rubber band around this. And usually I like to trim some of this off because it's pretty long since it's such a big bag. I have my rubber band around, I trimmed it down at the top, and I'll show you on the side what I'm talking about. As you can see, this puckers out like this. So you just want to tuck that in and pull this back around to the back and just put a piece of tape on there to secure it. And that way, even though the bag is too big, it'll work out. So now you want to take the ribbon that came in the kit and put it around that rubber band to cover it and just tie it. And you can double knot it if you want. Just tie it tight, making sure the thing's in the center. And then you'll have some ribbon left, and what you want to do with that is the tag that came in the kit, and I am going to double knot this to make it stay better. But you want to take the tag that came in the kit, and you could probably fill it out before you put it on here, make it easier for you, but I'll just show you that you can just secure the tag on here with the ribbon, and then you'll have the tag ready to go. Good choice. Next, the bows that come in the kit. Now this, I have to admit, when I first did this, it's simple, but it seemed very difficult, and I messed up the first one when I first bought these. I'm going to show you that there's one side where the two ribbons are inside this thing, and you want to just pull the strings and let it gather in the center. And it's not going to be a perfect looking bow, but I mean, for the price, it's not bad. So once you get it all gathered, and you can kind of play with it a little bit and make it look the way you want it to look. And then you want to tie it in the back, and you want to secure it around the head of your basket. So just to get it around the head of the basket, you just go ahead and tie it around there, and you place it whichever direction you want it to go. And then what I did was I blinged it out because I thought it was very kind of plain for a ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and bling this one out, and to do that I'm going to use the same bling that I used in the basket, and as I did with this other basket, you can see here, I'm going to add the green bling on here, but I think this time instead of one line I'm going to go ahead and go double wide and see what happens with that. As you can see, I've already blinged out the tag, and just to put it around each piece, what I do is I wrap it around, cut it to the size, and just peel it off and stick it around each part of the bow. Okay, so all done with the double bling bow and basket, and then there's the single bling one. And if you could comment below and let me know which one you like better, I'd appreciate that. And also, if you like this project and this video, if you could hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. And I hope you have a wonderful day.